All right, we go up.
Shalom.
Shalom.
We the real Hebrew Israelites. We come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, aka Babylon, and the upcoming kingdom to come, Yasharallah, also known as Israel. But before we start, we're going to turn to the east, and we're going to give all infinite honor, praises, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakapadash.
double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule and teach well, to the other Akim out here pushing this truth to the four winds. Keep pushing, Akim. We almost up out of here, man. Keep that goddamn flame going, man. Keep that all in that lamp, man. Right? Let's go straight into the scriptures, man. We ain't got nothing to say. We're gonna bring out the scriptures. Let's go.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
And according to Job 9 and 24, the rulers of this world, Esau, Edom, had power to do these things that the brother bringing out. Bring it out, huh?
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
So if you're going against the system, if you buck against the system, and especially after this beast shows his horns and shows you who he really is, which we already know who he is because of what Second Thessalonians 2 and 3 says, until that son of perdition be revealed. He's revealed, all right? So his horns are out. So y'all are going to understand and know this, man. Bring it out. If you don't get that thing that he's offering to the whole world, he's going to lock you up and or put you down, man.
Yeah. And we're seeing those land with those two horns being the Democrats and Republicans saying these things in the media, saying, look, we're gonna censor those that are putting these words out, okay, upon social media right now, man.
Hey,
all right.
Read that again from the top. Let's go back and see it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak.
Speak. That's the propaganda machine. That's the media that the brother bringing out.
That's right, bro. Yeah. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great.
So rich or poor, no matter your social status.
Yeah. Free and bond.
No matter if you locked up, you got a jail right behind us, and they can get the jab in jail, man.
Right. To receive a mark in their right hand.
To receive that thing in their right hand. You know what I mean? That thing hasn't been implemented yet, but they got another thing that you can receive in another body part, man. You understand?
Hey, and just to back that up, that right hand, you have Whole Foods and Amazon has merged together, okay, to create a scan and go, okay? To put that thing inside of your hand, okay, so you have to wait in line, okay? Okay, because people have this pestilence that's out here right now, so look, to avoid that, just scan and go. It's the wiles of the devil, we see it's all. And hey, when it says your right hand, it doesn't necessarily have to be your right, it could be your left, but the right hand represents your power, okay? You might have lefty saying, I want it over here, but right hand, according to the scriptures, represents the power. When it says the only begotten son sits on the right-hand side of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it represents the power. So you might be like, well, he got it in his left hand. Okay, all right, you have to understand things spiritually, all right? A spiritual man breaks these things down. And he might have it to where you literally have to get it in your right. But just we're going to stick to the scriptures and tell you what the right hand represents according to the Bible, all right? Or in their foreheads.
Or in their foreheads, all right? And that's going back to the Neuralink. And that's literally going to have to be inside of your cranium because it's a piece of machinery that and it connects to your spine. I don't know if it's real or not. We'll see in the coming days, but the Bible called it a miracle, so it's something that's going to ruffle up the feathers. It may be real, it may be not. If it's real, hey, it's cool. If it's not real, it's cool too, man. But it's definitely something that's going to get the attention of the masses because the Bible called it a miracle. And by the Bible calling it a miracle, I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe it works, man. Maybe it's real. Straight up.
Hey, real quick, back on what you're saying. This article that just came out, it says an experimental brain implant detects and ends pain in real time. All right? Those are those miracles. In the article, it says the implant in its early experimental stage.
Experimental.
Yeah,
I hate
experimental.
this fucking language, man. I be tripping over words too, man.
Yeah. How you say?
Experimental.
Experimental stage was tested in rats. Okay, it said it might still be far away from medical use, but it is an important achievement in pain management.
Yeah, let me say this. And that thing that a lot of people y'all don't know it, but that's why it's called trials. It's in its experimental stages, and y'all are getting this thing. And who are they experimenting on in that article you talking about?
Yeah, it says
they experimenting on what?
Rats.
All right, and this trial thing is an experiment also, and they putting it inside of people, man. You can finish. You can break out the eating that. You can break it down.
God, it says for starters, this is the first time an implant is actually doing something to arrest the signal it is receiving. So far, implants have been used to send texts, give tactical feedback, and even allow monkeys to play games using their minds. And these are the miracles that this devil is setting out here. Going to the book of Revelation 13, chapter 14 verse. These miracles, getting testing it up on animals, so it works on a fucking animal, it's going to work on you also, man. Okay, and the people, the mass of the people are going to believe in it. All right, you're going to indulge yourself into what, into seeing these things, like the bomb that happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, people, the nation were in all like that. We can't fuck with nothing like this.
I go back to Isaiah 14 and 14, the one that made the earth shake to and fro.
Right, bro.
That's just backing you up. You got it.
Yeah, you got it, yo.
All right, we real quick, straight to the point you see. You know how they did the seed. Jeremiah 14. Then Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesied lies in my name. And now, a false prophet is not just somebody that's going out there claiming to be the Antichrist. All right? A false prophet is anyone that's against the truth. Period. The truth tell you not to go and get this shit in your body. And you got this scientist, this doctor, this lawyer, this teacher, or this pastor telling you to go do anything the Bible tells you not to do. They are a false prophet. Okay? Simple as that. So it says, then Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. So the prophets are the media, right? The medical field. That is all to you. That's what you people look to for your answers. You look at the doctors like they're gods. You look at the doctors like every time they get sick, who they go to? They go to the doctor. You go to the doctor before they go take care of any motherfucking thing that you think is wrong with you. You're gonna run to that doctor. And you hold those doctors to the highest esteem. You hold those lawyers to the highest esteem. You hold those judges, the police officers to the highest esteem because they are the people that fix your day-to-day problems in your sight. The same way spiritual men go to spiritual prophets for nourishment, right?
Hey, break this down for me, Elder. Break that down for me.
That's the same way y'all go to people of the world, the prophets of the world, for balance.
So-called wise of the world.
For essential, for the wisdom of the world. All right?
Right.
A little bit more. The prophets prophesize lies in my name, telling y'all that this shit is gonna cure you. And if you want to take it on the base level and talk about false preachers and shit like that, they're in the church telling you to go and get the shit.
Yeah, literally tell you.
Elder, I have a church next door to me, and I have a church directly in front of me. You remember that what I posted in the WhatsApp? I don't know if you said it or not. I don't know. I want to word it carefully.
Methodist Church.
But they had a thing at the church where everybody. You can explain it because I don't want to get us struck. But they had a thing at the church.
A jab drive.
Yeah.
Fixing you high plates.
Yeah.
And getting you that crack scene. All right. And you get you a hot plate of fried pork chop, red beans and rice with some hog balls and neck bones in that motherfucker.
Free crawfish.
You know. All right. So it says, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not. Neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination. And this whole bullshit is to lead you dumb motherfuckers to take the chip. I'm gonna say the MOB. but to take the Quran. Take the RFID chip.
That's what it is.
This is the false vision, and they're leading you people down a fucking death trap into believing that it's gonna help y'all stupid ass. So it says they prophesy to you a false vision and divination, and like the brother said earlier, that's why the scripture in Revelation calls it a miracle, right? Right?
Yes.
So they prophesy to you a false vision and divination, and a thing of note, and the deceit of their heart. So this shit that they put in y'all is for the deceit of their own heart. They got their own agenda. They're not trying to save y'all. They're trying to fix you, make you healthier, lifting out your lifespan, stretch out your lifespan, none of that shit. They want you, the same people that put y'all asses in the bottom of the boats, right? Still want your ass in the bottom of the boats. Ain't shit changed. They want you dead now. They don't have no use for your ass no more. You done already built a miracle up for them. They got no use for you niggas no more. You niggas just taking up space and air. They're fucking all they women. You know, they tired of looking at you Negroes bust they woman up, man.
Yeah, real talk.
They ready to get you out of them.
Right. Right, real shit.
Hey, y'all. Back you up, huh? This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 4. It said, Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Yeah, no man. I don't give a fuck. And that no man that coming out in deception is likened into a false prophet. Period. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, they're all false prophets. They're all false prophets, man. Because they're pushing an agenda that's contrary to the oracles of Yahweh Shem. Right? Prophet just means to say before. So if I'm out here promising y'all that this so-called jab is gonna give you a better future, it's gonna make your future and your kids' future better with less medical problems and so on and so forth, I am becoming a false prophet because I'm making false claims about the future. Am I not? When you go to the doctor, do not the doctor make false claims about the future. It ain't just these fake ass pastors. These goddamn women that you be chasing, running all behind, they're making false claims. That's what a false prophet does. You say something that's gonna happen ahead of time that doesn't come to pass. That's not true. And if it does happen, it's just time and chance. You know what I mean? Anybody can just be lucky and say, well, in the next 5 minutes, they're gonna have a wreck. And let's say in 5 minutes they have a wreck.
Let me back you up, Doug. I'm gonna back and keep your train of thought. Back the other up with a worldly saying. Even a broke clock is right 2 times a day.
2 times a day. All right, there you go. Hey, I could have said it no problem. All right, go ahead.
And it says, verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
And that's the thing. So that's when it gets scary because now that's when it takes away everybody else. The Lord said they're gonna come in His name. The Lord only got one name. You know?
He don't change.
The Lord only got one name. So you're gonna have a lot of people calling on the name of Yahweh that day. Right?
Right.
Because they're gonna realize Jesus ain't working. You know? All this other shit ain't working. Go ahead, huh?
Nah. And it says, and you should hear wars and rumors of wars.
And look at let me name some of these false prophets coming in the Lord's name. Yohana, Cesaria. Who else call on the Most High?
IUIC, Nate.
But they don't call on the
They
Most
don't
High.
call on the Most High.
But
They
we
call
can
on
still
him.
throw him in there.
Hey,
Throw him in there.
the adultery. What's the nigga name? Sabak.
Wagner, Sakari,
Yep.
Hey, car. Really going on.
Adam Abbott,
There you go.
the God sent comforter, even though he dead,
Yeah.
but that movement, that whole little movement that he was a part of. Like all these people claim to worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And give y'all an example of these false prophets. That's just on the ones that know about the name. That's just one level, one aspect of false prophets, right? These guys telling people that you can go and have anal sex with your woman.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
telling people that you can go and take the jab.
Yeah.
He even said it.
Said it.
He said, y'all remember that shit? The interview
Yeah,
he
remember
said?
the interview.
He said, I'm not against vaccines. And he also admitted to having a 501c3 charge.
Yeah.
So these are the people that claim to call on Yahweh Shimmy Shot, but they'll lead you people to death. Okay, go ahead.
Right up. And it
That's
says,
just a small example. Go ahead.
Crown Elder, and it says, see that ye be not troubled.
Meaning don't get moved out of position. Don't let that shit boggle your mind, man. Don't let that shit get you going, making you nervous or feeling like something like, oh shit, you know? And he might know what he's talking about. I don't know. I mean, it might be alright to take it. You know? I mean, that's my kids we talking here, man. My kids gotta eat, man.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
Crown Elder.
That's what it says. See not that your minds be troubled.
Right.
A lot of brothers gonna be troubled. God damn it, man. A lot of people.
Yeah, we got a lot of people gonna be trouble, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, look at the time, huh? Yeah, bro. And it says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, and we're not at the end yet. Because, I mean, we are all out here talking about the chip, talking about the jab, talking about who's going to take it, talking about who's not going to take it. The fact that we're still talking about it lets you know the end ain't here yet. Because at the end of the day, after camp over, guess what? Esau's still in power.
And guess who's going back into slavery?
Yeah. See, it's not like y'all finna listen to this message and you hear the verse, then instantly the white man is gonna just fall out of power. After this lesson is over with, Esau still in fucking power. Which means we got work to do until this bitch until he's taken out of the way, basically. Go ahead.
Yeah. Until he's taken out of power. How much I spoke about this? Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation.
That's beautiful. I love this.
And kingdom against kingdom.
And the Lord tells us this over and over and over again. That's all day, everyday news right now. But guess what? Nation rising against nation. But who's still in power?
Esau.
That's how we know the end is not yet. Keep going.
Yeah.
Come on. And there shall be famines and pestilence.
Famines and pestilence is happening in the world as we speak. But who's still in power?
Esau Edom.
The end is not yet. Go ahead,
And earthquakes in diverse places.
This brother got an earthquake out. They have earthquakes every day. They have an earthquake somewhere right now as we speak.
Right, bro.
Literally, right now as we speak. But as that earthquake is happening, motherfuckers getting swallowed by the earth, whooping and hollering as they fucking house shake down. Who's still in power?
Esau
Esau
Edom.
Go ahead.
God. Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Right, the beginning of sorrow. Because we just in the beginning. Because when the real sorrows hit, Esau ass is gonna start coming down. You're gonna actually start seeing the elites be affected by these real sorrows, man. You see, it's gonna begin with the population. The main population always suffer before the elites. Of course, the elites gonna
They have a buffer. They
That's
got
it.
a buffer in between.
Somebody give me that thick clay. You know, have a cover yourself in thick clay.
I get it.
You know, it's Matthew 24 and verse 9.
I get it.
Ooh, hey, Yahushua was in order with these things, man. He says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Okay, so after all of these things, the Lord is giving it to you in the order. Everything the brother just read has came to pass. That's prophecy fulfilled. The only thing we're waiting for is for this one to be delivered up. Why haven't they delivered us up yet? Because there's other centerpieces of prophecy that has to be fulfilled. Like the what? The RFID chip.
That's right.
They're not going to do that until we reject that chip. That has to come to pass. See, that's why you have to know about prophecy to know when this is even going to be a problem. They're not going to hunt us down before the RFID chip come out.
He ain't slip out. You got it.
You know.
Hey, to add on to the elders, the world cannot end until Revelation 3:16. Yahweh Shai, according to the scriptures, according to the Lord, cannot come back until Revelation 3 and 16 has been implemented by Job 9 and 24, man.
And the reason he's going to start afflicting us and come down on us because we're the ones saying when he starts feeling that power leave his ass, he's going to be like, these are the guys that saying the power was going to leave us. Everything they out there screwing is starting to happen. It's being fulfilled.
We got a silence.
We got a silence in their head.
In a short amount of time.
Yeah, sedition, and it's already starting. We said it earlier. With the beginning of the camp, about how that Roman emperor Biden was saying what we're going to censor those that upon social media right now. We have the biggest platform, which is YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which the precept I think we read. You gotta get it. I'm saying remember the precept we was going into. I'm gonna get it, but it talks about the internet. It's literally talking about the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
And on social media, you can't say one thing against the jab.
YouTube, don't forget this. YouTube was originally what? Social media.
Yeah.
YouTube is considered social media, bro.
I mean, if you say one thing that is at enmity with the jab, they shutting it down. I mean, you can't say
this.
you can't even throw nothing out there.
Hey, when they say oppress a man, even his words.
Even his words.
In his own household, actually.
You can't even say shit in your own household, on your own laptop, on your own cell phone, on your own YouTube account.
And see, and that makes him a hypocrite because that just strips away your First Amendment right.
I mean, and that's the beautiful thing about prophecy. When he come down with that
So-called right.
So-called. When he come down with that holy hill, the same what you call that you just said? The amendment.
First Amendment.
All right, that's not the only one that's gonna be. All of them gonna be taken off, and they're gonna operate. And the Bible speaks of it. They're gonna operate under martial law.
They're gonna take away the second one too.
I just said all of them. Yeah. Martial law. Look, that's why I said martial law. Martial law does have nothing to do with no amendments, man. It's maritime. It's wartime.
Yeah.
It was wartime laws, man.
Yeah, because the word martial means warlike. Okay, so when these troops hit the streets right now, they're coming to take everything out of you, man. The troops say in 1607 they should take away certain of you, okay, and put you into these camps, feeding you with all the things of with idols, man, giving you all kinds of abominable ass things. Bring that out with the elder head act, man.
All right, Habakkuk 2 and 6. Shall not all.
And let me reiterate back on what we were saying. What I was saying, my point was the main population always suffer first. That's why they call it the expendables. What's the word?
Expendable, that's the word. I mean, like when you go to the military, or not just the military, you can the CIA, anything.
They're all expendables. Like I'm glad you brought the military up though, but when a fight comes on the home front, that's the last line of defense right there. They got why is the Navy out there? To keep the danger, right, from coming across the seas, across the water, to this soil. Why is the Air Force out there? To keep any danger out of the air from coming to the homeland. Then you got the Marines and the Army Corps that goes into your land.
Come on,
Take you down to make sure you don't come over there. That's before it gets to the people. But you're up under these sinister ass, slime fucking ball ass elites, and they're gonna use the soldiers to attack you fucking citizens. And it's gonna be some purge shit. Watch that purge shit. That's showing you how the government is setting up this whole waste war thing, man. The government behind it. They want mass death.
Yes.
That's what they want. But they want it to come in the hands of the people before they do it. To legitimize everything.
Yeah, they wanted to come at the hands of the people so they could implement the totalitarian society.
There you go, bro.
Totalitarian,
Yeah.
Totalitarian society.
Yeah. Hey, but Elder, how you say about the expendables? All right, it has a saying in this society, you're doing this for the greater good. You kill a multitude of people in your society for the greater good. And that's wicked as hell. We wouldn't do that in Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's some wicked
Hey,
ass
the
shit.
king was willing to die for his people.
For his people, man.
We got this. There was no such thing as expendable
No.
at all. One king made that mistake, and he regretted it. That was King David. He put Uzziah, set him up as her. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. He set him up. Remember, he put him on the front line.
yeah.
Uzziah.
So he
You're right. You're right.
He was
The
an
Hittite.
Israelite. He was an Israelite, but he was
By
you know,
nation, he was a Hittite.
Yeah, by nationality, a nation where he dwelled at, he was a Hittite or whatever like that. King David, that's a good example of an expendable. King David
fucked
put
up.
him in war to get killed.
And look, let me take up for King David. And let me just say this. And the elder said, the elder is talking about the position that Uzziah held.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
You're
You're
right.
right.
The position that he held. All right. So he was obviously an infantryman or a footman. All right. So those are called expendables. Now King David, he did it for other reasons. All right. And that's another topic for another day. We ain't scared to get into it though, but we just want to.
The greater cause, he did it for a greater cause.
Yeah.
And the greater cause was so he wouldn't be looked at as an adulterer. And then he know that he would have got Bathsheba put to death. So that was the greater cause why everything is done. Like Esau is doing this for a greater sinister act. A greater cause. Even though it's a sinister cause, it's still a greater cause. It's a wicked cause, but it's a greater cause.
Yeah.
King David had a wicked cause, but it was a greater cause, and it took this man's life. You know? So whatever America's population is, that's what they're gonna expend here. Whatever Europe, whatever other nation that's gonna fall up under the RFID chip umbrella, you're all expendables. And you're all gonna be put in that game called fucking ruckus, chaos, race wars.
Elder.
Go crazy.
Elder, all you gotta do is get on the internet and type in Colombia and South Africa.
Africa, yeah.
And bruh, it's like
But
this
that's finna be
coming to us.
all over the
That's
world.
going to be all, especially over here in
Especially here,
especially over here in America right now.
But when
Hey,
it
look,
hit, when it hit
let me
America,
say-
it's
you know-
definitely gonna spread.
Hey, Rock, can I say this one thing? The difference between Colombia and South Africa, they don't have as many guns as they do and bullets as they do here in America.
Every other weekend now, you have a gun sale show over here in Babylon right now.
Yeah.
Let me say this. Hey, I was holding my peace for a reason, man. Look, the brother brought out something very spiritual. America, and you look this up. I think America is the only country in the world that has more guns than citizens. Now look at this. When America is at peace, how many killings and shootings happen over the weekend? Now just some. Hey, fuck that. Let's not.
On a good day.
Let's not focus on let's not focus on the whole nation. Hold on, Rock. Let's not focus on the whole
One
nation.
city.
Just in Chicago, in one weekend, how many motherfuckers could get shot? About 300 people.
And they consider that still a good weekend.
And that's in a time of peace. Now, when you
No, 300 is considered a good weekend. Now, when it's 500, that's average. Just begging your point.
one city,
You know why? Because Esau has this thing where it goes off the population.
per capita.
That's why you have per capita.
There you go.
Okay, so Baton Rouge has a rising murder rate.
Per capita.
It's per capita. Because we have a small population.
It's what it is per capita. Is every 100 people.
There you go.
So
100
you
or
have
100,000.
more
That's
killings
what it
here every 100.
Then Chicago.
It's like you can't compare a city with 1 million people to a city with 10 million people. I mean, automatically, let's say a city with 500 homicides is going to be a small percentage. A city of 10 million people with 500 homicides is a small percentage. But a city with 1 million people with 500 homicides is going to be a way higher percentage because you got less people with a larger rate, faster rate of homicides. So that's the part that don't get factored in with this shit. Now, we ain't bragging on this shit. Like I say, man, this is fucking hell, bro. This is fucking
Egypt, man.
We just telling y'all the reason why this place has to be destroyed, man. We're not comparing and saying, oh, we got more bodies in this state and all that old, you know.
Hey, Elder, and like not to swerve off the topic, but that show you how degenerate our people is. That's something they boast about.
They brag on it, yeah.
Get second Maccabees 6 and 13. And you get Revelation 18 and 4.
I already got it.
Bring out what you want to bring out, cause I see you about to say something. Bring it
Yeah.
out.
And back to what the elder saying, we're not bragging on it, but we boasting Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shot. Kill these niggas. Y'all niggas in the way anyway.
Do what?
Scripture gotta kill these niggas,
Hey,
man.
bring it out, Doc.
No, y'all said it yesterday. They ain't in the way. They ain't in the way. Yeah, I looked at. I was on that yesterday. They ain't in the way. They make prophecies is being fulfilled when them niggas getting killed.
There you go, Doc. Come on, Doc, bring it out.
So 2 Maccabees 6 and 13, it says, for it is a token of great goodness, of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished.
So when the Most High deals with you, and He doesn't wait to deal with you, and it's talking about Yasharala, when you get punished, not long after you commit your crime, that's a token of goodness. You know why? And don't forget this: what the brother read is to the elect, for the elect. It's by the elect to the elect. All right, and it's for the elect. Read on, Doc.
Verse 14, it says, for not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbears to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us.
So you would rather get dealt with prior to Yahweh Shah coming back. You would rather the Lord deal with you and deal with your sins and whatever you got going on before He deals with the world, according to Isaiah 13 and 11. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord, I've come to judge the world. Now you heard what he just. Now bring out that Revelation 18. Baba Kashaf.
Book of Revelation.
Hey, read that last verse, Baba Kashaf.
2 Maccabees 6, 2 Maccabees 6 and 14, it says, for not as with other nations.
Yeah, go ahead, go make a point.
2 Maccabees 6 and 14, it says, for not as with other nations, the Lord patiently forbears to punish, till they become to the fullness of their sins.
So the Lord is waiting to punish the other nations to come to the fullness of their sins. Bring it out, Ark in Revelation.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
So if you don't want to be partakers of her sins in the last days, you just better hope and pray that the Lord is dealing with you right here, right now. All right? If you over here doing some off-ass shit and you see yourself getting punished right after you do it, look at it as a token of what did it say? A token of what?
Goodness.
A token of goodness. You don't want to get punished with Esau, huh? Read on, huh?
Come on. And it says, and that ye receive not of her plagues,
Keep on reading.
for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Shai hath remembered her iniquities.
Read 14 up.
2 Maccabees 6 and 14, it says, for not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbears to punish, till they become to the fullness of their sins.
All right. That would say the fullness of their sins. And what yours say out? To the height?
To the highest of the heavens, man.
Come on, man. So you don't want to get punished with other nations. You want to be exempt by the time the Lord gets to the other nations. Because the scripture says, I start at my house, man. Yasharala.
Again in my sanctuary.
Yeah, I mean, the crazy part about it, Israel can't be punished with other nations. All you do is get killed. You can't put you in slavery. All you can do is get killed in the
Horrific way.
In a second death.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yep.
Because the other nations' punishment is slavery. You're not gonna be able to partake in that. You bitches gonna die with it.
Right. And hey, before we go to Habakkuk, get that back up there, get Amos 9 and 10. That's a beautiful precept to back up what the others say. You're gonna get caught up in the rapture. Look, you get punished over here, and it said a token of goodness. All right? You could come back.
They say begin at my house. They're gonna get it worse. Like the atrocities is for the most part before America is destroyed. It's gonna be happening to the Israelites. The big mass killings and shit like that. It's gonna be happening in the hoods, projects, ghettos, and shit like that. But that never hit y'all yet. Y'all asses ain't never been woken up. Every other nation getting bombed, shit dropped down on them, motherfuckers' legs and arms and hit side of their heads and shit in Afghanistan. Shit ain't never hit American soil yet.
That version got it.
And when it hit American soil, it's gonna affect you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans worse than anybody else, man. Because the Lord got it out for y'all.
For y'all.
Heathens doing what they supposed to do. Bitch, I'm mad at you. Fuck these heathens. Bitch, I'm mad at your dog ass. You know? Go ahead.
But he give you, hey, like you say, but he give you that kill warning.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
get
what
caught
we're
up.
doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing right now.
Don't get caught up
We
with
come
them.
out on the highways and byways to give the fucking warning. Okay?
Separate yourself from that motherfucking heathen, because when that heathen get judged, if you join hand in hand with him, when I poke him, and if you directly behind him and that sword go through him, it's gonna poke you too.
Yeah.
Because think about it, real quick. If the angels, just show y'all, these heathens don't even belong where they is. If the angels was just to come and just destroy all weapons of mass destruction, destroy all guns, we would take over, we would take back over this bitch. We would take, if you take away modern weaponry, we would take back over this bitch. You know?
Right. Hey, real quick.
But you gotta get the niggas out of the way though.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Gotta
hold on,
get
hold
the
on,
niggas
hold on.
out of there.
Get that Amos out of 10 first. So like you said, I want to deviate.
Got to get the niggas out of there.
You gotta get who out the way out of them. Bring it out, huh?
So Amos 9 and 10, it says, all the sinners of my people,
Speak up, huh?
all the sinners, Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
There you go.
There you go. How do you sin? Easy way. All right, by not tuning in to a prophet near you.
Yeah.
Period. We can go a whole line of list of what the sins are and this and that and that. And that. It doesn't matter because you don't even know who you are. So why should I go down a list of what sins are? You know, transgressing the Most High's commandments. You don't even know the Most High's name. You don't even care. You don't know who you are. You don't even want to know about the so-called white man, what he did to you. So we can't even begin with your ass. Therefore, you must be destroyed. All right? Go ahead.
It says, which say that evil shall not overtake nor prevent
And
us.
y'all don't believe that shit. That's why y'all doing it. Y'all taking that so-called jab to prevent evil overtaking you. That's why you giving them your trust. They're putting this fucking poison in your ass. Because you believe in taking that, no sickness is gonna overcome you. And eventually you're gonna take the chip under the deception that no sickness, no debt, no crimes, no poverty, no famine, no child loss, no none of those things that come with suffering is gonna come to you when you take these different devices which you entrust with in the hands of your enemies. Go ahead, Al.
Amos 9:11, it says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Right. Y'all see that now. That begins with Abba Bivens. All right. From Abba Bivens to Elder Yaiqua, to Elder Ariyah, to the Apostles of Great Millstone, all the way down to the least of the few. Okay? That's when the house of David has been raised up. All right? To this day. 2021.
Right.
I said his name. Well, I'm Salaki. If I skipped him, I preach Ariyah as well. All right? Go ahead.
And close up the
I
breaches
said
thereof.
Yaiqua. I said Elder Yaiqua. I probably skipped him.
Ain't no biggie.
I preach Ariyah too, but you gotta put him in there. Go ahead.
Amos 9:11 from the middle, and it said, raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
And that's what we're doing now. We're closing up the breaches. Breaches are weaknesses, holes, rust,
Gaps.
bad spots, gaps, shit that needs to be fixed, man.
It's weakness. Yeah.
Look, that's likened to getting your house in order. That's what we're doing. That's why we come out weekly doing these lessons to get our house in order. We're trying to build Israel up to the knowledge to know who they are, know who the enemy is, what his plan is. Most importantly, know who the Most High his son is. Period. Go ahead.
And I will raise up the ruins, and I will build it as in the
Because
days
when you look
of
at our
old.
land right now, all of the lands that we built, not just in Jerusalem, all the parts of the earth, man. The Lord is going to raise those ruins up, you know? You're not going to have to go in archaeological sites and shit to see our greatness no motherfucking more, man. You don't even have to dig up a goddamn thing. No archaeological site. The Lord gonna have it all there. We gonna make Esau, who been covering it up, he just gonna tell you when he been fucking stealing from your ass. The Lord gonna make it known. Go ahead.
And I will build it as in the days of old.
And how's the Lord gonna build it? With the hands of the heathens. But who get the credit for it though?
Hey, I got a precept. The precept goes, hey, what you mean?
It's Amos 9 and 11.
I'm sure I can bring this out the other.
All right, go ahead.
Ezekiel 36 and 38. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at Ezekiel 36 and 35. I'm going to read it down. I'm going to read it to 36, okay? And they shall say, this land that was desolate has become like the Garden of Eden, and the waste and desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited. 36. Then the heathen that are left round about you shall know that I am the Lord, build the ruined places. The plant that was desolate, I the Lord have spoken and will do. Thus saith the Lord our power. I will yet for this be inquired of by the house of Israel to do it for them. I will increase them as a flock. Now, Salakia, it goes, the meat is in, then the heathen that are left around, you shall know that I the Lord build the ruined places. You got it, y'all.
Like I say, we was a valley of dry bones, right?
Yeah.
And like I say, we were built up spiritually. Now we're going to be built up literally. Literally. You're going to see us literally become an empire before your eyes. In one day, in 1 hour, the paradigm is going to shift in basically 30 minutes. Because the first half of the 30 minutes, the scriptures say silence in the heavens. Right?
Revelation 8:81.
And the second half of that hour is going to be straight.
Going to and fro. Isaiah 24.
Motherfuckers getting ate up, tore up with that bitch, man. Gonna be straight destruction.
Lead it.
Okay? Go ahead.
Amos 9 and 12, it says that they may possess the remnant of Edom.
There we go.
That's the heathen.
Because why does it say the remnant of Edom? Because a lot of Edomites is gonna be destroyed in the Third World War.
Yeah.
But that remnant, which gonna take us back to Habakkuk 2,
And that's that mountain.
they're gonna be covered in that thick clay.
Come on, Rob.
Amalek.
Yeah. He gonna be covered in that thick clay, protected. Which go back to what I said about the expendables. He used all his expendables up. You don't have no more military. Yahweh shot and wiped all their ass out.
He didn't use America, Russia. That's who he
Hell
told
no.
himself.
Hey, that's an expendable as it get. I ain't even know who was back there.
Oh yeah, with the window down.
You heard me?
With the window down, right? Then he tuned in. I think the brother was holding Habakkuk.
They got it right here, too.
No, that brother was holding my phone.
Yeah. It's that back in the
Just that he was my car.
good air.
You on our side of town, goddamn.
Yeah.
Bitch. Go ahead.
Back in this was Matthew 24. In verse 9 it says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Yeah, man. And that's why we hate it. Because the Lord put us on YouTube, right, for the world to be able to see. You can't hate what you can't see. Right? And if I'm on the other side of the world, a whole other nation apart from America, there's only one venue that's going to introduce me to these men. And it's called the World Wide Web.
And, Elder, and what does Esau do? He uses media outlets to control the narrative. Everybody's going to be in such a low, bad state. He's going to push the narrative. We're in this bad state because of these guys.
Because of these dudes.
Yeah.
He's already pushing the narrative with the jab. He's saying that the reason why the numbers are increasing is because of the
unjabbed.
Say the unjabbed is the reason why.
They're telling people not to do it. Anything we say, they're going against it.
And they're doing it in the states that have not been unfixed right now. Okay? So the numbers are increasing right now.
But the Lord say for my name's sake. So the reason why we're telling you not to do it is because the volume of the book testifies for you not to do it. The Holy Scriptures tells you not to do it. So when we come out here and repeat what the Lord tells you not to do, and you hate us for that, you are hating us for the Lord's sake. For his name's sake. We just vessels. We just bringing out what the Bible says in contrary to what your government says.
I got your precept on that, Elder.
Okay?
And what you said earlier, you say our people sin is what? Not listening to us, right? We don't have to get in the
All I
middle.
gotta do, I can tune in to a YouTube video
And
and
learn.
Israelite, a GMS camp near you. And let us do the rest. Just listen.
And
Go
the
ahead.
Most High never got thorough with the different sins. He's just like you rejected my
Turn
service.
away from her, come out of her ways, my people.
It's
That's
Luke-
what the Lord emphasizes on.
Yeah,
Go
Luke
ahead.
10 and 16. He that heareth you heareth me, and he that despiseth you despiseth me, and he that despiseth me despiseth him that sent me. Period. So
And that's the chain of command.
and that's the 2/3 sin, rejecting his service, who is him.
Yeah.
You don't have to get into the nitty-gritty of you broke this law, you broke that law, you broke that law. You know,
we'll
not
be clear, we'll be doing that
all
all
day.
day. But shit, we not perfect. So how the fuck we gonna argue about some shit we can't keep perfect?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why we need salvation. That's why we doing what we're doing. For the Lord to have mercy on us, because we know we don't deserve it. That's why it's called mercy. Mercy is grace given to somebody that don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
All right, go ahead.
I want to get you, but I you know what I'm saying?
Have a cook. Have a cook too.
Habakkuk 2 and 6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
Now, who increases that which is not his? All right, we're gonna narrow it down to the Amalekites, because we done already dealt with the expendables. America is just an expendable for the elites. Russia is just an expendable. China is an expendable. All of these nations are expendables for the elites to maintain complete dominance.
America was just a main trap house. The main trap house.
That's why it's called the war that's sitting upon the beast. So all the expendables is being pushed out the way to where they just this animal is gonna be standing up. That's why when you go in Isaiah 47, it says, lift up the skirt and make bare
bare
the
the
leg.
naked.
All that protection that this damn devil has
Expose your
had,
ass.
all that thick ass clay he's been covering himself in.
Pass over the river.
That's right.
Those buffer zones.
You don't have that no more. The truth is gonna break you down. Nick was go back to Paul's point is why he's gonna want to take us down.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna, oh no, these niggas got to go. Because the same venue that he's using to perpetuate this. Watch yourself too long.
Yeah. An expendable over there, you heard me?
Yeah, the same way he's using this internet to make us look bad, like the word said earlier. Those guys out there telling you not to go and take this and get that. That's the reason why the numbers are going up. That's the reason why we're still having this. They're gonna make us the bad guys. We're gonna be the enemy of the state. They do it all the time. Look at Saddam Hussein. Look at Gaddafi. Look at Osama bin Laden. Any man that they want to take down, they destroy your character first. Look at Bill Cosby. We don't fuck with Bill. He a fucking Sambo ass coon anyway. But still, look how they destroyed this man's image. This dude went from being America's dad to a fucking vulture. We call them vultures and shit. To a whole vulture out here. Say something like that.
Hey, and to back up the elder, that goes back into when these guys like Bill Cosby get those deals, they know what they signed up for. And you gotta realize, according to what's that, Ezekiel 28, Isaiah 14, Esau wanna be like the Most High. The Most High rewards and he punishes. So the same power
Every son wants to be like their father.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with Esau want to be like the Most High. We want to be like the Most High. But you're not the chosen one. So we finish your point.
Yeah, and just going back to Bill Cosby, Esau made him a millionaire. In between that time, Bill Cosby obviously ain't want to go to no goddamn bachelor party and grab his ankles or whatever it was. But he had to be punished. Because when we go off, man, look at us. Hey, look at you. Look at me. Look at you. We're in this condition because we went against the Lord. Now look at Bill Cosby. When he was a year ago, he was in fucking 2 weeks ago, he was in jail because he went against his Lord. And I'm making a differentiation because John 8:44 calls people like Bill Cosby sons of Satan versus sons of the Lord. And Satan does reward and punish. That's why Bill Cosby was sent to jail for 10 years and he got out in 2. Because obviously he laid around there and was like, you know what, Pops, you was right. We prayed to
he already did that though. That boy been through shit. That boy been taking dick in the 60s.
Yeah, but and no, that's the thing. He obviously grew a conscience sometime and was like, you know what?
For them to making it do what they did. But what it was, he was trying to
buy ABC. I mean, yeah. But he knew that when he signed up to make all these millions, you are signed up as a slave. Slaves do not own networks that push out this propaganda.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand?
And that's why BET is owned by Amalekites.
Hey, look,
That's right, bro.
They say
So-called black entertainment television. Go ahead.
Oprah owns a small percentage
BET.
of her Oprah network. She got her own network.
Oh, okay.
It's called Harpo.
Hey, but she owns a small percentage.
Amalek got out.
She just what they call it when you put into something
Shareholder.
shareholder.
All right, now watch this.
That's just this. She's not the owner. All black people think
Have stocks invested inside
she
of it.
has stock. All black people think she owns it, and she don't. She's just the face of it to get black people to look at it and get the views
And
up.
look, and then they look at her numbers. So she worth $2.5 billion. That's nothing compared to $1 trillion you generated. Now, when you're dealing with rap, this brother has been in that avenue. He does beats, all right? He doesn't rap. He doesn't make no lyrics. He just does beats and be like, you look, go do what you want to do with this beat. Just like Yahweh Shah said, I build houses.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, you do what the fuck you want to do with this house. I'm paid. Do what the fuck you want to do with it.
But if you're a carpenter, you don't give a fuck. What if you're in the truth and you're a carpenter? A customer is a customer. You're not going in your work world saying, well, he don't believe in the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, so I'm not gonna do the job. But this man offering $11,000, $12,000 job, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 job. You gonna do it? It's work at the end of the day.
How was a tent maker? He didn't care who came to bought the tent.
It's business.
That's all it is.
But go ahead with your point, though.
Yeah, and when you're going back to Bill Cosby, he knew the business that he was getting himself into. Bill Cosby knew that he wasn't supposed to try to buy these things, but you got to realize, even when you're dealing with the left-hand side, when you go to Ecclesiastes, it said, when a man has been sinning for so long and he don't get punished for it, he think he can do it. That's how it was for Bill Cosby on the left-hand side. He was going against what Esau was saying for so long. He was like, I done made this much money. He ain't gonna do me shit. That's where you wrong, nigga. You understand? The Lord gave Esau this power for a certain season. And you signed that Deuteronomy 28 on the left-hand side with Esau. So Esau was like, all right, you think it's a game, you old bitch? I know I can still use you, but I gotta use you an example for the younger bitches. The King Vons, the Lil Durks, the Lil Waynes, the young boys. They gotta know that the Kodak Blacks, they gotta know that they can be touched. Come here, you old bitch. Come here, you old hoe.
And look, they knocking niggas like him up.
Yeah.
And letting career criminals out.
Yeah.
Like Matt, C. Murder. They petitioning to get C. Murder out. It's like, this show you how upside down the place is. But when did they happen?
All right, it's Habakkuk 2 and 6 from the middle, and it says, take up taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that completeth himself with thick clay. All right, it's Habakkuk 2 and 6. I just stopped this time. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him? And say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Yeah, and the scriptures tell you, prophets are out here speaking three things. Mourning, lamentation, and woe, right? So we out here speaking on the so-called white man, what are we telling him? Woe, motherfucker. Destruction draweth nigh. Your time is coming to an end. You're going down. You're going into slavery. Read that last part again.
Right? And it says, Habakkuk 2 and 6 from the middle, and it says, and woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
So who increases that which is not his? Esau.
America, not his, huh?
But we talking about the subject matter is Amalek. You fucking elites.
Yeah.
But you motherfuckers that own Oprah, own Michael Jordan, own Bill Cosby.
World. Right.
Motherfucking whistle, the one that put in the stream pullers, I'll say that.
Come on,
Go ahead,
I puppeteers.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
And there you go. So we saying, Lord, how long? And then it's like you laded yourself with thick clay. And that's what you do. You hide behind all of these layers of this,
Proxies.
of that. It's so many different directions they run you, or so many circles they run you around just to get to the core of a fucking issue, man. You gotta go through this. Like me and this brother, for instance, we needed to get a permit where they was coming at us trying to get a permit years ago.
Had to go.
This place, that place, this place, that place, this place, and still ain't getting shit done.
Still
We had to go all the way over, all through Baton Rouge, just to be told we didn't need a fucking permit, man.
Thick clay.
You know? So just that's a small example of these elites. They cover. We can't. We need Yahweh Shem Yahushua to penetrate that thick ass clay, that thick ass layer of deception and protection this bitch got. You need Yahweh Shem Yahushua on your side. And I'm gonna get to you, brother. And this internet is doing it. We're being successful. That's why they're taking our videos down. That's why they flagging us, and ultimately, that's why they're gonna come run our ass down to kill us. You got it, bro.
Yeah, hey, bro, no, you make me go from one place to another. I mean, I was about to address that thick clay, but the internet, man, some crazy shit happened, man. The woman that I'm dealing with, she has a daughter, man, and she came to me. She asked me about fake weather and all these different, things that we came into prior to we came into the truth, and when you first come into the truth. And I'm like, yeah, that's called Hawk. I'm like, yeah, that is true. He is the so-called devil that the Bible speaks about. I said, but how do you know? It's on TikTok. The first scripture that came to my motherfucking mind was, the devil is going to be chasing a woman, and the earth is going to swallow up that flood. That's the earth swallowing up that flood. She doesn't know nothing about this. You fucking 13 and 14, you don't know nothing about this. But the earth that you living in is swallowing up the flood. His lies, man. You understand? You see?
It's becoming common knowledge. And that's why the scripture calls the prophets, beginning with the apostles of bring their song, the first fruits. Because this whole vibration that's going out there about the so-called white man being a devil. Matter of fact, they got a popular rapper from out here in Baton Rouge. His album called Israel, and on the cup 7th Street Carlos. And the boy got a garment on.
Hey, but hey, bro, but let's just say.
I'll show it to you. Go look on his Instagram.
But he clearly is being a scoffer.
Yeah,
right?
he being a scoffer.
Yeah, come on,
But
Rob.
still though, you gotta
the
look
earth.
beyond.
I got you. Like,
Look
the
beyond
earth,
him.
the earth. I got you.
Look beyond him. I'm using your example.
Right,
Look what the earth is doing.
Yup, right,
What the Lord is using the earth is bigger than him,
Yup.
bigger than his small brain
Yeah,
is.
dead later on.
You drawing attention to people gonna look at that and be like, well, whoa, what is it? Israel? Who? So who you dressing like that then?
Come on, Rob. That ain't no Muslim.
And he from Baton Rouge, so them dudes Carlos we talking about. Huh?
The only person he's seen doing that is
They all know. They know how I get down.
He know this
It
already.
ain't no secret. You can't hide it, bro.
Yeah.
Because we all in social media. They all on YouTube, bro.
Hey, bro.
I will kill. They know our faces, bro.
Hey, hold on. Let me say you know one thing. I know you saw it. But when I was
They know I'm a Hebrew Israelite. They done seen me on video. And I be in the bitch still doing it this shit.
Exactly.
And they don't bother me with it.
Hold on, but look, that dude's video, the thing that I saw to let me know that he got some kind of sense, he put that skeleton on there. Can these dry bones live? I'm like, bro, so you understand what's being said, but
He watches our video.
but everybody don't understand it. You know what I mean? He understands.
Webby watch us.
Come on, Rob.
Webby watch us. Webby, I remember when I, before I met Paul, Webby was downtown and was like, man, this ain't no New York, take that shit to New York, This nigga must think he in New York. Because back in the time, like, street preaching, that was unheard of in the South. Well, you didn't have Hebrew Israelites down south talking about the white man is the devil, and so on and so forth. So it did look weird. So they was making a joke, like, man, what you out here doing, nigga? What you, nigga, this Baton Rouge, this ain't no New York. But that indicated for you to say that, you must know something about this for you to reference New York.
Through your travels.
You see what I'm saying? And that way, it ain't going no further than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was going on about their business and shit. And next thing you know, a couple years later, this nigga was bugged out. Talking about he was a preacher.
I keep going.
All right. NBA Youngboy came by the camp. Y'all remember that in New Orleans? Y'all remember that?
Yeah, we wasn't there yet. We wasn't there.
NBA Youngboy came by the camp. Who else? Angela Yee. We done marked a lot of motherfucking
Blake,
famous
I
people.
saw Blake.
We done marked the entire team, not just
The
Blake
Clippers.
Griffin.
The Clippers.
The entire Clippers.
David West with them big ass ears.
David
know,
West came.
David West, yeah.
Kathleen Blanco,
Calvin
which is the
Blanco.
governor, which was a former governor.
The other governor, Mayor of Baton Rouge, Kip Holden.
One of the Saints defensive linemen came by one time.
Yep. We done marked a lot of motherfucking people down here, man. You know? So what I say that to say, back to brother point, the earth is full of the knowledge of the Most High. Now whether they retain it or not, that's on their body.
Oh my.
But the earth is knowledge about this truth. The earth is knowledgeable about prophets out here, calling themselves Hebrew Israelites, wearing garments, okay, reading out of the Bible, calling the so-called white man the devil. The earth is knowledge about it, okay?
Hey, I got a precept. You said the earth.
Hold on. I'm backing up what he got.
I'm backing up too. Okay, I'm gonna go back to
This Acts chapter 2 and verse 17, and it says, and back when they were saying, we seen that same nigga, 7th Street Carlos, at Twin Peaks that night. They had who had that fight over there that night?
That was Jake Paul and
Florida Jake Paul had that fight over there. Me and the elder talked to this fucking nigga that on the outside.
I was outside and he looked up. He was, wow, I'm trying, you heard me? And me and my brother was just right there. So,
Right.
he just, but go ahead.
This Acts 2 and 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, which we're in, saith Yahweh Shah, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh.
All flesh. So guess what? You got people that's not even believers in this, that the Lord is still using to spread this vibration. Like for instance, this rapper, he don't believe in this. I mean, he could be a secret disciple for all people. Fuck no. You know what I mean? But he puts out a well-known Baton Rouge rapper, puts out an album called Israel, and on the album, he got a garment on. You see what I'm saying?
Got to say something.
Something I'm just saying.
No, you got it. You got
I'm
it.
just saying,
You going
the Lord is
I got
using
you.
him.
I got you.
The Lord is using, even though he don't believe,
Like, it ain't bigger than him.
even though he don't believe, it's just people gonna look at that and say, well, what is this whole Israel thing he's doing? Let me go and look that up.
Yeah.
You see? So you still being a disciple, secret disciple.
Bitch. Yeah, you. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Right, go ahead,
Nigga,
huh?
you using the name, spelling the word Israel. Yeah, you spelling the word Israel wrong on your fucking Instagram.
What?
Yeah, the nigga spelled the thing all wrong. He said it was IS.
Jake always butcher that word, bro.
Stupid ass.
Because when they say Israel, they pronounce it real, so they can spell it the way, but it's actually R-A-E-L.
Yeah.
Israel. Israel.
But they pronounce it Israel. I used to spell it like that.
Come on, now.
I used to spell it real. I-S real. But go ahead,
And it shall come to pass, read from Acts 2 and 17, in the last days, said Yahweh Shah, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy.
That's somebody's son, right?
That's somebody's daughter.
Yeah, somebody's daughter. You got it all. You got buku Israelite women, be out on the comment boards. Brothers coming on YouTube doing videos about their woman. Had a vision or a dream or some shit, and the shit be scripture. It be prophetic. You hear the Apostle Tahar talk about his wife having dreams and shit all the time, whatever like that. But we at the time now to where it's happening to everybody. Carrie Hilson, we all know about the famous story about Carrie Hilson, right? She's famous. She had a vision of America being destroyed and the Lord coming back. And she's one of many. You got many people that are so-called non-believers, but the Lord is giving them horrific visions of great death coming.
Right.
And they don't understand it. Why is this happening to me? Why am I seeing these things? Well, the scripture's telling you why. Go ahead.
Hey, and if you, for you brothers is out there, they got a, I don't know if he's a Jacob or Edomite. His name is Jason 8. Okay, you go to this page. He has a lot of prophetic events happening globally across the whole world.
Hey, beautiful. Go ahead.
Okay. Here we are, the men of the Lord, bringing out His truth according to the Bible. You have other nations of people saying what these things are happening at.
I can back you up.
Go ahead.
We documenting and we funneling everything through the scripture. Now he actually documenting the actual things that's happening for us to make it easier for us to break down. Because we could go to his channel and we could take a whole lot of videos out of that shit. I've been subscribed to him for a long time. I'm feeling what you're saying. He's not a prophet of the Lord, but that goes back to that my spirit shall fall upon them.
Right, bro. And we tie what they're saying in to the scriptures. Because Damu 7, you're not a fucking prophet. But you bring out scripture and everything like that, putting up videos at the end at 144. Okay? Come on, man, you know this already, man. The Atlanta report. Okay? Christopher Green, you're bringing out prophetic things like that. Okay?
I'm gonna keep it real. Kevin Samuels. What's that basketball player name? He used to play for the Wizards.
Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody that's going against the beast system, that's part of the earth opening up its mouth and swallowing. Jaguar Wright. She talked about honeycomb. All right, all these different people that's coming and just telling the things that they've seen. But the thing that's gonna make it more beautiful is when it's something called A-list celebrities, B-list celebrities, and C-list celebrities. An A-list celebrity is the one that at the upper echelon, and they
Denzel Washington.
like Denzel. Yeah. Now when the A-list celebrities start coming and spilling the dirty laundry,
that's somebody like Kent Williams.
It's over.
Pinky.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers like Friday, basically.
Come on, man.
Them B-listers.
Yeah, man.
Like an A-lister wouldn't dare take a role in a movie like Friday.
Yeah, real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
And the A-lister in the natural, prior to the Lord pouring out his spirit on the earth, they wouldn't spill the beans about what's going on behind closed doors. Don't mark my words, mark the words of the Bible. That shit gonna happen.
And I'm saying a lot of them A-lister actors ain't good actors. Them B-lister actors really are better actors than them A-lister. Denzel is the only A-lister. I'm gonna say Denzel, the one that played on Black Panther, as Killmonger. No, not Chad. He a good actor too. Killmonger.
Okay, he good.
Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan.
Samuel Jackson good too.
Samuel motherfucking Jackson. Yo, I'm naming him. Samuel Jackson. I want to say that's it. That's like the Mount Rushmore for good actors on the A-list. The rest of them motherfuckers, like, now I give it to like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino,
and those are Jakes.
Yeah, I put them up there with Samuel.
Jakes, man.
Motherfuckers like this. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. There's one more.
Quentin Tarantino.
Leonardo DiCaprio. And outside of them, the rest of them motherfuckers, A-listers is garbage, man. They just media prostitutes. Where those top witches and warlocks, they're the easiest to control. They don't give these top warlocks no fight back at all. The top actors are the ones with the least money. They get them spots because they put up the least amount of a fight. They got the least amount of integrity, least amount of dignity about themselves. That's how they get them top spots like that. A motherfucker like Cat Williams, he went further than your average Jake out here. And he still halfway sold out, but he still maintaining some type of integrity. And look how they're attacking him. Every main actor that tries to exercise their integrity, what happened? Look what they did to Dave Chappelle. Look what they did to the other chick. Funny as fuck.
Can't wait.
No, not Can't Wait. Can't Wait. Chris Tucker. What's the other one, man? He was a good actor, bro. From Kansas City. Eddie Griffin, man. Y'all remember Eddie Griffin?
Man, he's one of the best. He's a great. He's a great too. And the only reason, if they don't remember, the only reason they don't remember is because Esau wouldn't put that push behind him because he didn't want to go and grab his ankles, man.
Dave Chappelle,
Dave Chappelle ended up grabbing his.
Richard Pryor, like all
Richard
these guys.
they ended up grabbing his too. But they put
Muhammad
up a fight.
Ali.
They put up a fight, Elder.
All of these guys were once Esau's puppet, but they had an epiphany. And when these men have epiphanies, the puppet see it as some type of marriage scam, rape. He sexually harassed this woman
Because the image of the beast
You know what
spoke
I'm saying?
against that person.
he got all of it. Like Wesley Snipes, they got his ass too. Wesley Snipes was up there with Denzel Washington in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then he got pride and started to get a little dignity and started talking shit, standing up to them damn white executives and shit.
Baba Kashab, please let me say something about that. He was following Malachi Z. York, and he started a company called Amen Rock. And he was like, you know what? I'm following Malachi Z. York. You know what? We are the Aboriginals. I don't have to pay taxes. And that's when Esau stepped in and took down Malachi Z. York. And then he said, bring your little black, crunchy, sweet ass over here. We know we got you on camera, Wesley. You know we got you dead to rights and you talking shit. Come here, bitch. And he slapped that ass.
And they humble the fuck out of him.
Don't they humble everybody?
Ooh.
Who do they not humble?
That nigga, was that before 2-1 Fu?
No, that was after. That was after.
But
That let you know they got him, though.
He
That let you
been
know they
there.
got him.
He been sold off.
Malachi Z. York can't save you, bitch. Yeah.
Corp, you ever seen 2-1 Fu?
That's when he had on the dress.
When he
Yeah.
acting like a straight up
Him
thread.
and other Israelite men.
He played that part too natural for him to
It
say
was
he
good.
wasn't like this.
Hey, and
Can't no
Wesley,
straight man
you
act,
did
that,
good.
act like a woman that
He
damn
did,
good.
he did good. He did good. It was Wesley Snipes, John Leguizamo, which is also an
All
Israelite.
of them looked natural.
They
Like
looked good.
natural.
When I say looked good, they played their role
And
too
Ben
well.
Williams.
Because I'm gonna keep it real.
He wasn't in that movie though, but yeah, him too. He a flame-o.
They got him in that movie with Adam Sandler. You
How
heard
they
me?
hard as
Yeah.
something.
In that Volume movie, he dressed. He was a punk. But I looked at Elder. I'm gonna keep it real. I looked at Wesley Snipes as a tough man. When I saw him on, I was like, gosh. And that was before I came into the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like this dude got on a dress, bruh. I said, you look sweet too. Yeah. Come.
That nigga look comfortable in that
He
damn
did.
dress, right?
He did.
Hey, like my first introduction to Wesley Snipes was
New Jack.
New Jack City.
Come on,
How you go from New Jack City to 2-1 motherfucking Fu?
thanks for everything.
And from 2-1 Fu back to Bleed.
Yeah, he went to Bleed.
Now you a badass again.
He played in the demolition movie with Sylvester Stallone. That's a pathetic movie right there.
No, what the elder's saying is he always had that testosterone packed role.
Yeah,
He
That's
always
what
played
I'm
a
saying.
tough guy, and now
Yeah.
he just pop up in the damn skirt.
And you do good at it. So the testosterone roles was how good you was acting because you fooled us.
Yeah.
That's not who you naturally are.
Oh,
You,
man, that's his highest paid.
so you're a sugar pop.
Yeah, the testosterone road to you being a big star. Now I'm gonna give you this, okay, to play this role right here, and you're gonna do it right now. That's how Esau wrote. The latter part of Act 2 and 17 says, and your young men shall see visions, which are nothing but dreams. Okay? Because even brothers in the camp amongst the whole body of Great Millstone, we have dreams. Okay? We have visions. Some gonna be awkward as fuck, some gonna be prophetic.
Brothers have visions all the time, bro. We be like, we see visions of horrific shit. You know, we see visions of brothers getting beaten up on shit. We see all kind of shit, bro. You know, go ahead, Doc.
Old men shall dream dreams. All right? And we're not fucking old, okay? According to the spiritual realm, we're young men. Okay? The house shot's coming back as a young man. The Most High Yahweh is a young man. That's somebody that's ancient, that's sitting on the throne saying, okay, come carry me around. I need my cane stick. No.
No, the Most High, he's the ancient of days.
That's right.
He just don't age.
Thing 79.
Don't age.
He just doesn't age. That's
And
what I'm
look,
saying.
and he's carried up on that throne for pageantry reasons and not physical and aging reasons, man. All right. So when Yahweh comes back with that great host of heavens, it's for what they call pageantry. Like when you look at the opening of the Olympics, every country comes in with their pageantry, and it's just a thing for show. Because Yahweh can actually come open up crack the clouds, and he can take over this place with one UFO and one angel. But he's doing it for show. It's like
Nah,
a parade.
He don't even need an angel to do it. He could really just power his men up and just say, y'all take
See?
over. Like if he easily, but the Lord wants to make the movie. He want to make it believable.
No, hey,
Like,
see,
how's the movie good if Esau doesn't believe he has a fighting chance? If I think I got a fighting chance, I'm gonna give him my fucking all. I'm gonna put my blood, sweat, and tears in that part. If I believe I got a fighting chance, I'm gonna put my blood, sweat, tears. So the Lord wants Esau to put his all in it. When you think you have a chance to win it, you're gonna put your all in it. That's what's gonna make it good. You know? The anticipation, the angels are up there with popcorn, figuratively speaking. They're in the heaven with popcorn. Can't wait to see the show en route. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 18. And on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And what are we doing right now? We're prophesying things that are happening right now and things that are forth to come, man. All right? Every 144,000 is straight prophets. Everybody that's out there saying that this and that, that's bullshit, man. Ain't nothing happening. The Christian church been saying these things over 50, 70 years, however long it's been. And the goddamn thing happened.
All they talk about is the rapture.
And it ain't no
talk
fucking.
about,
that ain't gonna happen.
They never talk about the wars, the day of woe. They always talk about they're gonna get raptured. They preach escapism. That they're gonna escape all of those things. So Christianity is gonna be destroyed as soon as y'all realize, damn, we're not getting raptured.
Hey,
Christianity in one day gonna be destroyed.
Alright, this is 2 Corinthians. I'll break down. 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. It says, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
The Lord is doing programs all of them. I was telling somebody the other day, and they had a hard time believing it. They was like, everything you say makes perfect sense. But I just have a hard time believing someone having that much control over my destiny. That is disturbing. So my question was, will the same power, if this particular individual believes in reincarnation, they just didn't believe, at the time, they didn't believe in predestination. So I'm saying, you believe, so my question was, and this what persuaded them into believing. It was a no-brainer after this. So I say, you can believe in a higher power that has the technology.
look at your watch.
Oh, 344. You can believe in a higher power that has the wisdom and knowledge to design reincarnation. Because when you think about reincarnation, that is something designed. That is a system. That is a fucking highly advanced flow of life that continues to bring life on this earth. That is technology above our forest.
And it has a purpose.
So I say something that creates that level of technology, I say, shouldn't predestination be an understatement? They was like, damn. Right. Damn. That's exactly what they were asking.
That non-spiritual, yeah, man.
Damn, they was like, damn. So why even try to live? That'd be the first question after you persuade a person into the notion that predestination exists. The next question is, well, why even try?
That's right there.
And the scriptures got the answer.
Why even try? So yeah, man, but that just go to show you, man, you know, this wisdom and knowledge, it triumphs over anything else outside this. All the Lord is looking for, he don't care what background you was attached to. As long as you come sincerely, the truth gonna win you over. You're gonna be persuaded if you come in sincerity, you know? And if not, then it's just not for you. You got many people that come in sincerity with good intentions, and it's just not for them.
Hey, can I give out a real life example of the Lord controlling us, and the reason that that predestination is required? Because when you go back to Egypt, think about this. After the Pharaoh let us go, he was like, man, you know what? Man, whatever Lord that they got above them, he the truth. I'm gonna let them go. Just let them go, and that's it. The Lord had to go out of his way and harden the Pharaoh's heart. And why did he harden the Pharaoh's heart? because it was in the name of prophecy. Because if I leave it up to man to change his mind. Esau will lay around there and be like, I ain't gonna lie, they gonna fuck us up. Let's just give the kingdom. Let's just give the kingdom so they don't have to take it. That would offset prophecy. Like the Pharaoh was like, you know what? I don't want no smoke. I'm done with that shit. And the Lord was like, bitch, you gonna get all the smoke you can handle. I need you to want smoke. Hey, let's have a council. Go put a spirit on him to make him want to pursue us even more. All right. You know what? I changed my mind. I gotta get them. And the only reason the Lord did that was because of prophecy's sake. That's it. Because if it's left up to man, prophecy would be offset. And that's why Proverbs 21 and 1 and other scriptures are necessary, man. Check this out. All right, with that, I hope that this lesson was edified to somebody out there of the elect. And we're going to turn to the east as we always do. And we're going to give all infinite honor, praises, and glory to double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule and teach well, and to the other Akim out here pushing out this truth into the four winds. Keep pushing, Akim. We almost out of this motherfucker, man. Keep that all in y'all now, man. Let's get the fuck up out of here, man. Shalom. Until next time, Kwam Yasharala, a ball, 144,000 times, man.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Yeah, the brother say Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, you right, I can't forget.